I know this is a very difficult time for many of us, many people. Madhav, Tapas, and Krish were on the ground yesterday, close to that, so they've probably seen, more than everybody. I mean, Madhav sent me photos of bodies that are completely burnt to crisp. With our own eyes, seeing that in presence can be quite um, shocking to the heart, shocking to all of us and people who are seeing that, sometimes for the first time. We also have very young team members in our group who experience this kind of thing, and it can be sensitive for all of us. And the first thing that I've learned or have been taught by Ram Dass and Maharaji and people is that not to have fake strength, to actually live with that grief fully and realize that it's real and that we feel that and we can see that, like whoever we are, we don't need to put a false sense of bravado and allow that to express itself. That, I have maybe 5 or 6 people who have messaged me today saying, I can't, think straight. This is really affecting my heart. Could you talk to me, or can I speak to you? I know somebody who came to the temple and they are no longer here anymore. We've seen close people. So, you know, I wanted to bring us together, or to create just a space for our team and for those close to us who are working in this, to be together and also to feel that grief, but also to pray for all of those who have lost their lives, and more so for the family members who have lost their children or their parents or their loved ones, or their friends. um, and it does show us as a stark reminder of how precious this all is, how much we need to express that love to our friends and family members and to each other, and how fickle it all is, that in just one moment it can just all be taken away. I mean, personally, so many of us have crossed through Ahmedabad airport. We were just booking a flight to Ahmedabad, London to Ahmedabad, Air India, same airline, same place. So many of us traveled that same route and have been on that journey. And leaving all other things aside, what went wrong, whose fault is it, who's that we can't change any of that with our vehicle and our time here. What we can do is our work of humanitarian peace building, love, compassion, service, and to be there spiritually and socially for everyone who's suffering. That's our goal, that's our work. And so perhaps what we could do today is, maybe first we can all sit for 1 minute of meditation and silence for all of those people who lost their lives, and be together in that way. And then we can, um, if anybody wants to share anything or say anything, um, they can share something, and then we can have a Hanuman Chalisa together for the people who are there. And there's something that I also want to read. So if we can just all, wherever you are, you can be, walking, working, anything, but maybe we just share a minute silence um, together. And if you in your mind want to recite the name, then recite the name. If you want to just sit quietly and think of those, then do that. Whatever comes most naturally to your heart, do that, and just offer the fullness of your heart to those people. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Paritranaya sadhunam janmantava cha Arjuna tanyaham veda sarvani na tuham veta parantapa yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvavati bharata abhyutanam hi dharmasya tada atmanam srijamyaham. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Would anybody like to share anything or say anything? I know maybe some of the guys who are on the ground can share something of their experience yesterday going to the site.
राम राम। भाई हिंदी में बोल सकता हूँ। तो जैसे ही हम लोगों को खबर मिला, हम यहाँ कंप्यूटर लैब में थे, तो वैसे ही तुरंत दीपेन भैया को कॉल किया और तुरंत तपस को कॉल किया कि जल्दी से हमको पहुंचना होगा। कई जगह रस्टिकेशन थे, पुलिस के बैरिकेडिंग वगैरह बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई थी, तपस वगैरह भी बहुत मुश्किल से पहुंचे। हम सीधा क्योंकि जीडी वर्क करते हैं, सेवा करते हैं यहाँ पे, तो पुलिस वालों ने हमको जाने दिया। जैसे ही वहाँ पर पहुंचे तो देखा कि एम्बुलेंस आ रही है और जैसे ही फर्स्ट बॉडी जो मैंने आपको भेजा था डेड बॉडी का, देखते से ही ऐसा अंदर से अब कल रात को भी नींद नहीं आया। बहुत बुरा हादसा था, तब से ऐसा लग रहा है कि क्या कैसे हो गया, कैसे हुआ। वहाँ पे सभी लोग थे तो बस कुछ नहीं दिखा, पब्लिक बहुत परेशान थी। तो जाते से ही बॉडी को हॉस्पिटल के अंदर शिफ्ट करना, या जो लोग वहाँ पे आ रहे हैं, बहुत से लोग गर्मी के कारण भी परेशान हो रहे थे। जो वॉलेंटियर्स वहाँ पे लगे हुए थे, लोकल पीपल भी वॉलेंटियर बन गई थी, हॉस्पिटल के लोग भी परेशान थे, तो उन लोगों को पानी पिलाना या बॉडी को वहां से शिफ्ट करना। ट्रैफिक बहुत ज्यादा लोग आ रहे थे, मीडिया वाले आ रहे थे, तो ट्रैफिक को भी मैनेज करना, क्योंकि एम्बुलेंस बहुत से लोग एम्बुलेंस से टकराते हुए भी बचे, एक्सीडेंट होते हुए, क्योंकि हर कोई परेशान था। जैसे ही खबर लगी लोगों के फैमिलीज को, तो बहुत सारे फैमिलीज के लोग भी परेशान हो रहे थे। अब जो लोग हॉस्पिटल के अंदर आ चुके थे, जिनकी एंट्री हो चुकी थी, सिर्फ वही लोग उस एरिया में थे, बाकी पूरा एरिया रस्टिकेटेड कर दिया गया था। बहुत बहुत बुरे हालात थे। मतलब कोई नॉर्मल इंसान उसको देखता तो बीमार पड़ जाता है या उसको चक्कर आ जाते हैं। मेरी खुद की हालत भी ऐसी थी कि मैं अभी तक उस चीज से नहीं निकल पा रहा। वो बॉडी मेरी आंखों के सामने अभी भी आ रही है। इतनी बुरी हालत थी उनकी कि मैं सोच के परेशान हूँ कि वो लोग कैसे, उनने जब वो मरे होंगे तो कितनी उनको तकलीफ बहुत ज्यादा हुई होगी। बता नहीं सकता, अभी भी सोच सोच के वही आ रहा है आंखों के सामने कि कैसे। भगवान कभी भी ऐसा किसी के साथ कभी भी ना करे। और मैं इससे ज्यादा बोल नहीं पाऊंगा क्योंकि मैं बहुत ज्यादा दुखी हूँ भाई, मैंने उन बॉडीज को देखा।
There's, it's more devastating for me because the place it happens is literally 5 minutes away from my house back home in India. And these are the place where I used to go regularly because back in the day we used to do the tiffin service and all. So I've been there many hundreds of time in these places. And after hearing this news, it feels like a personal loss. And since yesterday morning, my parents, even my mom and our neighbors, they were trying to help the one who lost there, and trying to help the police or the rescue teams. But there was a time they just stopped allowing people to go in. So I think after afternoon or sometime, my mom and our neighbors and other group of people, they just tried to went in there and they were able to go in. Then they just try to distribute the water, hot drinks or the cold drinks of the families, the one who are there. And yeah, they are still trying to help more and more, but that's what they can do so far. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys.
Thank you, Yash. I think also when we just keep helping during times of not disaster, then will help during times of disaster as well. So, you know, we just keep doing what we're doing. And, you know, whether it's hell or heaven, we have to just keep doing the same thing. So Sunday's 15th of June is the main Bandara day of Kenchi Dham, where Neem Karoli Baba established the Murti of Hanumanji
Yeah.
in Kenchi. And we'll also be doing in London. And, you know, wherever we are serving people, if you would like to join for food distribution to serve people on Sunday, wherever you are, wherever there's food distribution, let's dedicate those food distributions too. We are all so heartbroken by this terrible incident that's taken place on the Air India flight from Ahmedabad to London, where so many people have lost their lives and so many people have lost loved ones, and everybody is heartbroken. I wanted to share a prayer through a letter that Ram Das wrote to a couple who lost their daughter through tragic situation, and I hope that this letter can provide some sense of solace to all of us, especially the families who have lost loved ones. Dear Steve and Anita, Rachel finished her work on earth and left the stage in a manner that leaves those of us left behind with a cry of agony in our hearts. As the fragile thread of our faith is dealt with so violently, is anyone strong enough to stay conscious through such teaching as you are receiving? Probably very few. And even they would only have a whisper of equanimity and peace amidst the screaming trumpets of their rage, grief, horror, and desolation. I can't assuage your pain with any words, nor should I. For your pain is Rachel's legacy to you. Not that she or I would inflict such pain by choice, but there it is, and it must burn its purifying way to completion. For something in you dies when you bear the unbearable, and it's only in the dark night of the soul that you are prepared to see as God sees, and to love as God loves. Now is the time to let your grief find expression, no false strength. Now is the time to sit quietly and speak to Rachel and thank her for being with you these few years, and encourage her to go on with whatever her work is, knowing that you will grow in compassion and wisdom from this experience. In my heart, I know that you and she will meet again and again, and recognize the many ways in which you have known each other. And when you meet, you will know in a flash what now it is not given to you to know, why this has to be the way it is. Our rational minds can never understand what has happened, but our hearts, if we can keep them open to God, will find their own intuitive way. Rachel came through you to do her work on earth, which includes her manner of death. Now her soul is free, and that love that you can share with her is invulnerable to the winds of changing time and space. In that love, include me. In love, Ram Das. Love to everybody. Ram Ram.